From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
On the ready.
Mark 54 is Mike. Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Hey, defense, let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
A gain of 16 yards.
Ready.
First down, Patriots.
Three bud.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
At the 44-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's see what you got on, Travis. Ready?
2nd and 6. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now Michel. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
A give to Michel running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game.
The score, Patriots 7, Jets nothing.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. 54 Mike. Crunch time, defense.
There's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On second down, it's Bell. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill. 51, Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Go, Mike 51.
Hey, kill.
Breeze now on first down. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Dietrich Wise just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Breeze now to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And a Patriot first down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Snap.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready up.
54, right there. 54 Mike. In your face.
They'll go with a keeper. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Oh, no dice there. That is excellent penetration. They give him no lane whatsoever to try and sneak the football across. And, in fact, he'll wind up losing ground on first down.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. Smooth.
54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Ready.
Now back to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Opposite. Here we go.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw is Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll run on 1st down. Michelle. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they run with Michelle. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Flush to his right. He's got Lacoste, his tight end. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go with Michelle, and he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Go, 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 go!
Now this time he'll look to throw. It's complete. James White. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hurry, hurry!
They'll set up a throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trey Boston, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Lawrence Guy in there to bury him for a loss of 11. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Breeze now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful, because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll look to throw here. Caught by Sanu. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A first down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. He was looking for his fullback there, Zach Line, and it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check, check. Lucky. Showing up. Check safety.
Hey, Delta. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. He's got him in. Complete. It's Julian Edelman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Got it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Look at me. Zipper.
Minus 54. Let's go, Happy.
Off the draw, here's Michelle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Ready.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Go.
He'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
54.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
50, plant.
They're not ready for this, man.
Be driven.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And it's Michel once again. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Watch the pass.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Gostkowski's kick is good, and that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Ready. 5-8. Left. 5. Over.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack on first down, Breeze. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I know they don't have rally caps in football, but Drew Brees would probably put one on right now. This is not the normal Drew Brees performance that we're used to seeing.
No, he's such a yardage guy. I mean, he lives on yardage, and this is rare.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's a guy who's been over 5,000 yards in his career in a single season. He knows how to sling it. Let's see if he can get something done before this one is over.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Breeze now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Breeze. That'll be taken in by Anderson. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Breeze going to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Breeze. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. On the catch, it's Crowder. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 6th touchdown of the season, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. They'll try and run it in. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, New England.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Michelle. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
At the 43-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Hey, Corbin.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And get that to Michelle, complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
On the ready.
Check right 54. Right 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now.
On 3rd down, Michelle. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
51 for Mike, boy. 51.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Breeze to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say that was a game-saving play.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It's John Simon with a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. And Charles, in this one, the 4th quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this.